You're welcome. That's quality content.
Greetings
Quality
and salutations. Welcome back to another round at the Groggy Donkey. I'm Jacob.
He's just ignoring us and just going through it.
He is.
Yeah,
I can't believe
I am.
We worked so hard.
Founder and editor-in-chief here at the Groggy Donkey. So any editorial and auditorial issues that you have, it's probably my fault. Yeah, so I'm joined by everyone else.
He gave us permission to blame him for everything.
I did actually. So yeah. Who am I joined by? Let's see. Let's just go down. Morgan.
Yeah, you're joined by me. Yeah. Hello, I'm Morgan, the simple one. Yeah. I play Bishop 3.
Simple.
I play a robot in real life as well as here.
Oh, you do now.
I see.
Don't tell anyone.
I see.
Well,
I see.
now your
Okay.
secret's out. Us and all 6 of our followers know.
That can't. They can't be.
Who else am I joined by?
This guy. This guy is Brian. Brian does things and plays that one bugbear. Yeah.
Amazing. And who else am I joined by?
Yeah, the DM.
Finally, a normal answer. Gosh. Okay.
Who are you to want normal?
Fine.
I don't know
Talia,
anymore.
the person who voices all the weird people and attacks my players with baby owl bears.
Wait,
And
so you're the voice of Morgan as well?
Wolves.
what?
Oh.
You said all the weird people.
Oh, well, the other weird people.
I'm the simple one. I'm the simple one. Excuse me. Excuse me. I have just announced I am the simple one.
Sorry. All right.
See, this is the problem. You don't listen.
Hey now.
You're right. You're right. I
You're an
don't listen.
all-star. Get your game on. Go play. There you
Go.
go.
Well, now that we've introduced ourselves, Talia,
Did we?
take
Yeah?
it away. Take it away.
Arioch whispers to trees in the light. Elven senses tuned to nature's blight. Rudy calls the spirits from the deep. Death cleric secrets never to keep. Bishop clangs with metal might. Roaring thunder in the night. Grime's got a grin and a glint in his eye. Bugging the criminals with a fiendish try. Raise your glass and join the chorus, friends. At the Groggy Donkey, hearts are warmer than the brew. Laughter's ringing out like bells, the night feels ever new. Raise your voice and share a story, let the games begin. Time stands still within these walls as we all join in.
Take it away now. Okay. I am searching for it. So, Jacob, search your plethora of notes there. And somewhere I know in my notes, I have the name of the Seeds of Magic, and I cannot find them.
You said names of the Seeds of Magic?
No, the name.
The
what
name
they're
of the
actually
seed.
called.
They're called the Seeds of Magic.
No, they actually have a name, if you remember.
No, we didn't discuss
I haven't
this.
had time to go back. They have a name.
How embarrassing.
If you're talking about like Thara Mithley or some other shit like that, I have no idea.
Nope. They have a name. Twin told you what they were called the first time that you talked to Twin, I think. Not the first time.
No, I didn't
Whenever
take
you guys
notes on
went to
that.
Holophon. Okay, well, somewhere they're lost in my notes, and I thought I had them like right there, and I don't have them. So I'm just gonna keep calling them Seeds of Magic for now, but they have a name.
Well, they've always been Seeds of Magic. So if you've called them something else, I don't know what that is.
I did in Holophon.
I'll have to go back and listen to that episode
anyway.
now.
Me too. Apparently,
Recap
'cause
time.
I cannot find my notes.
Yeah, do your
Yeah.
homework, guys. Come on.
Yeah,
What is
recap.
this?
They have a name. However,
I've got it.
I also have a name.
Apparently, it's the
That's
simple
funny.
one and that bugbear guy.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, the-
I'm Morgan, the simple one. I play Bishop.
God.
hmm.
What
Okay.
is my
Well,
past-
that's fine.
Is
If
it?
this doesn't make it into the episode,
That's
It
okay.
probably will
I'll
now at this
understand.
point.
So
I'll understand
last time,
I'll understand too.
you guys were in the middle of the forest and you were looking for the fungi, and I left you off. You guys were surrounded by a bunch of little mushroom people that were all whispering to you in this language that you cannot understand. They're speaking a language. They're kind of semi-whispering. It's kind of like a what's that? Oh, what am I got? And so they're all looking at you. They're checking you out. They're like, like I said, petting Grime's fur. They're bonking up against, or they're knocking on Bishop's legs. Listening to the hollow tink tink sound. They're like pulling on Arioch's pants and like touching him and checking him out. And they're also checking out Fungus as well, because like he's one of them, but like why isn't he there in the forest with them? So finally, one of the little fungus or fungi that walk up to you, he's kind of taller. He looks to be more of an adolescent, or yeah, a little bit more of like an adolescent. He's taller than Fungus, and he walks up to Arioch, and he looks up at you and he goes, who?
I'm sorry, friend. I don't understand what you're saying. What language is he speaking in? Is it something that I might recognize?
What languages do you speak?
I speak. Give me 1 second, please.
Here's an important question. Is it primordial? Like their written language?
Negative.
I speak Druidic, Elvish, and Common.
Yes, you can understand him. He is speaking.
Oh, he's speaking Druidic.
Speaking Druidic.
Oh, all right. So then I guess I'll reply in Druidic, and I'll say, well, what is he saying? Actually, hold on.
He's saying, you.
I, me, what about me?
And he says back in Druidic, and it's they're choppy words, so he's not like saying full sentences, and he just goes, follow.
You want me to follow you?
Follow.
All right, we'll follow you. So follow him.
Okay. All the rest of them, they kind of up and down or whatever, and then some of them are like, like that, and they're kind of seem excited you're following them, and they're jumping up and down a little bit, and they kind of take you off into the woods, and a little bit further, not too much. They take you off in the woods a little bit, and all of a sudden you come to this right at the edge of this like open field, and but the fungi stops in front of the field, and he takes out he was carrying a like a small little staff, and he takes the staff and he holds it above his head, and he kind of like draws an arc with the staff, and before you kind of opens up this like almost like a bubble, and it kind of like pulls back, and you see a whole like a little village made inside of like bigger mushrooms, and some of them like boulders that have been carved out, and a couple of trees that look to be like they were built onto, and there's a whole bunch of fungi in there. It leads you into this bubble.
Oh, wow. You guys have a hidden village.
Well, it's not hidden anymore.
I
Poke the bubble. Nothing happens. Your finger just kind of goes into blank air, like you're stepping into the field.
Cool.
What's up?
I respond to him in Druidic, and I ask him, I say, I live here in the Birdsong Forest, a little ways from here, but I've never... How long have you been living in this part of the forest?
And he
Probably
just,
hundreds of years.
he looks at you and he kind of shrugs and he goes, don't know.
Fascinating. Alright, who is your elder, like the chief of the village? Who runs this place? May we speak with him or her or them? All right, we'll follow. Grime, Bishop, he's asking us to follow him. We should follow him.
And just like that, you're
What is
him.
Fungus?
Fungus? So when you look at Fungus, his eyes...
Well, all right then. If you want me to,
What?
can I roll an insight check to see if these people are trustworthy?
Oh, sure.
14.
Since you, your knowledge of Fungus and what you've heard that was, written on Fungus's back, and, just from the lore that Twin was able to uncover, you believe that they can't be anything but trustworthy. Like, they are, like, good creatures.
Okay. So if a paladin were to cast Detect Good and Evil, these people would be showing up as good.
Oh, they would be, like, off the charts.
Off the charts,
wow,
evil.
okay.
We
Almost
must
like-
slay them all.
No, off the charts good.
Good.
They still, like, they do have their, like, quirks that are, like, a little, I guess you could say, morally gray, but for the most part they're pretty much all good.
Don't we all?
Yeah. So you as you walk through this little village of mushroom people, there's some people that are stopping to look at you, muttering under their breath in a language you can't understand. There's a couple of them that you can hear, like, little words here and there and, like, languages that you can understand. And, like, oh, who are these people? Where do they come from? Grime, one of the mushroom people, walk up to you, and he's kind of like a brown mushroom, and he's kind of short and squatty. And he walks up to you, and he holds, like, a pine cone that has, it looks to be like it's dipped in herbs. And he says to you in Goblin, he goes, Uslag tak bo, which is want some?
Nope.
And he kind of looks at you and goes, okay, and then walks off. The little fungus or the little fungi in front of you just keeps follow, turning around every once in a while and just kind of waving his hand, follow. Fungus the whole time. He's got his mouth is just wide open and his eyes are just bugged out of his face. Basically, he's like, he can't believe him, what he's seeing in front of him. Area.
I would like to reach down to Fungus, and I'm gonna take a knee. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm just gonna say, Fungus, these are your people.
Fungus.
This is amazing. Like, I never thought that I thought you were one of not to make you sound less special than you are, but I didn't know that there were more of you. This is amazing. Let's learn as much as we can about you as possible.
And then he kind of like nods his head with his mouth still wide open, just totally aghast. Just, yeah. Taking in everything, just looking at everything, people like him. Arioch, make me a perception check.
25.
Okay. So as you're walking around and you're looking at all these different types of mushroom people, these little fungi, you've seen a variety of them, and they all resemble mushrooms that grow, naturally anyway. So they all have different looks about them. They all have different shapes and sizes. Some of them you could tell kind of their age based on how big they are. Some of them not so much, just because they resemble a certain type of mushroom. You can see some of them, like the one that was camouflaged on the tree, they kind of look like shelf mushrooms. So they're like the same color, and or like they have them like coming out of their back, and they kind of look like shelf mushrooms. You can see like little angel trumpets here and there, or not angel trumpets. What do you call them? What are those little, the little bitty ones that like super tiny and they're really rare, but you see them and they're all over the place, and
I don't know, but I'm assuming they'd be like
something like
enoki
that.
mushrooms.
And then various shades of brown and yellow and blue and orange and green and different polka dots, different striations. Some of them have stripes. But as you're looking around, Fungus is the only one who has his coloration with the kind of like white body and the red mushroom cap with the white spots. He's the only one. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
As far as what you can see, like he's the only one you've seen so far. The little mushroom, the leader mushroom, who's that you're following, he leads you up to this giant oak tree that has like a almost like a building carved in the front of it, and kind of built on a little bit. He leads you up to this large tree, and it's large, like it's large, very large, like I think redwood large. And it's a big tree. And so he leads you up to this little redwood tree, and you go inside and you follow past like this little foyer, and then it kind of opens up a little bit, and it's like this little, it's its own, it's like a whole building inside of there. And then he takes you down a little corridor that kind of takes you down into the earth a little bit, and he walks you down. It's not too far, but it kind of goes down and it opens up into this very wide grotto almost. There's like a little tiny underground waterfall that has this little pool of water in it, and it's very, very enchanting. There's little fireflies that are flitting inside. There's some of those glowing mushrooms on the wall that you saw from before, but they seem to be like constantly glowing, and you hear this very soft, like almost like a singing bowl, and you hear that sound going around. And it seems to be that's what's keeping the mushrooms glowing, and that seems to be the light source inside the tree, or up under inside the grotto, I should say. And sitting on like a little lily pad in this little pond, for you it's like 2 feet deep, right? For the fungi, it's up to their chest. So you see this fungi sitting on this lily pad, and he's kind of like got his legs crossed with his arms, or his hands sitting on his knees. And he actually has like tendrils or whatever that kind of come by his face, to make it look like he's got a beard. And his mushroom cap,
like exactly, a little Fu Manchu mustache.
Think Master Wu from the Lego Ninjago. Yeah.
What a call out.
Yeah. And just like that,
I know.
The only reason
Tell me you're a nerd without telling me
is to teach you a lesson.
dating ourselves here.
Yep. So
Yeah, we are.
it's total Mr. Miyagi style right there. And yeah, and he's actually wearing robes.
Hell yeah.
They're white with like gold trim, and his mushroom cap is kind of like almost conical. But his mushroom cap is also red with white polka dots. Just like Fungus's.
Okay.
You approach, and the little leader, or the little mushroom that you were following, he stops in front of the water. He takes his staff and puts it in front of him, and he kneels. You hear him say in that language that you can't, or he speaks to the other fungi in a language that you can't understand. And the fungi, he lifts his head very slowly from his thinking, and he says something back to him, and then kind of waves his hand, and all of a sudden you see him, and he unfolds his legs, and when he does that, the little lily pad that he's on kind of just starts floating back to where the little shore where you're standing, and he stands up, and how tall are you, Arioch?
5'7".
Okay.
5'6".
When he stands up,
about my height.
his head reaches like your chest. Or about your shoulders, actually.
So he's tall.
He's very tall. And he walks up to you, and he looks up at you, and he says, "Greetings, travelers. Welcome to the land of the fungi." He says this in Yiddish.
Arioch is still kind of stunned by everything. He takes a moment. He looks back at Grime. He looks at Bishop. He looks at Fungus, and then he looks back at this other fungi, and he kind of bows his head a little bit in respect, and then goes, "Well met. I'm Arioch.
Yes, of the elves.
This is." That's right.
This is
These are my
Bishop
friends.
3. And Grime.
How
Yep, don't trust this place.
how do you know that?
I know many things. I see the past and the future.
But that's a little disarming. How do you know that?
We fungi, guardians of the seeds, gifted by the gods with the powers. There are many magics with which other beings do not understand.
Oh, so you've got like some sort of divination magic. That makes sense.
If that is what you need to help you understand, then yes.
Certainly, that's what I need to make me understand the situation. So I've got my friend Fungus here. He's a wee little lad from the fungi race. I found him probably been like a couple of months now. I've been raising him. I may not be the best parent ever, but been trying to teach him right from wrong and other things like that. We were sent here by a wizard named Twin. We're looking to secure seeds of magic to make sure that they don't get corrupted. I'm sharing way too much off the bat.
I tell you this every time.
Grime, you'd agree. Aye, too trusting.
A very noble quest indeed you have undertaken. The seeds must be protected from Quirm. You see, my people were driven here into hiding. Whenever Quirm first corrupted the seeds, we scattered them even further. And yet, Unfortunately, in our attempts to hide the seeds, many of our kind were slaughtered, and many of the seeds were captured.
So I've got a question for you. So I don't know how many seeds of magic that exist, but how many have been corrupted? Because if my understanding is correct, if all of the seeds of magic are corrupted or all of the seeds of magic are removed from the fabric of reality, there'd be no more magic.
Correct you are. However, the amount of seeds that are corrupted is for you to find out.
Oh, that's helpful.
I must not share all the information to you all at once, Arioch. It would not be aiding you in your quest, but rather cheating.
I'm fine with cheating.
I was gonna say, what's wrong with a little cheating? As long as it keeps our enemies from, getting the upper hand. And we're talking about like evil deities like Quirm. If we, put or shift the balance so that we've got the upper hand, what's wrong with that?
You follow your path nobly. The heroes of legend you will be, and the world you will
Hero.
save.
I didn't sign up for that.
I agree with that. I didn't decide to be no hero. I'm on a quest for revenge.
So you are, Arioch. Each of you has your own personal quest, which you will fulfill. But the purpose of each of your quests brought together is for a much greater purpose.
Is it just me or is this person making no sense?
Bishop,
Waste of time.
Bishop's gonna just outright say, Quirm has told me to collect seeds of magic for him.
Oh. I was afraid of this. It's already gotten to you.
Oh, someone who's able to see the future and the past wasn't able to see a quorum talking to someone of these quote-unquote heroes of legend. Shocker.
Mock me if you must.
That brings up a good...
But I cannot see
We're not mocking you.
the
We're
dealings
just...
of chaos.
I guess that's a fair point. I mean, the future's always clouded, and if your future is gated by chaos, then you get that.
Then why even
it's like the
claim
the
that
person
you could
who's
see the
always doing.
future if it's so clouded? Like I said, whole thing fishy.
Bishop will ask, if the gods created the seeds of magic, why does Quirm need...
Quirm was not in the creation of the seeds of magic. That was solely Tiberius. You see, Bishop, you are from another planet, correct?
Yeah. What?
Your home planet Orc, I presume.
Grime,
He's a
Grime, where
Nork.
have you been?
Quirm sent me this place. Don't know why.
Yes. And your reason for being here, Quirm does not understand. Bishop, I hate to tell you this, but Quirm has already destroyed all magic on your home world.
Gross.
Your home planet of Nork has been destroyed. That was...
Oh fuck! I'm Superman!
What is this Superman?
Holy shit!
Oh,
Holy shit! No, I'm not saying that out loud. This is Morgan saying this.
Okay.
Crazy. No, this is Morgan saying this. Fuck! Okay, go on.
You see, Bishop, in our world, that was nearly 3,000 years ago when that happened. There was a great burst in the sky, and a cry, a painful
This is the
cry.
first time Bishop's been told this. This is the first time Bishop's hearing it.
3,000 years ago,
A long
Was
time
that-
ago.
and I might.
Fuck,
That
Adina
it was a long time ago. Was that about the
Adina
same
was-
time that the?
Did we go through time? Oh fuck, we went through time. We didn't just go through space. We went through time.
I've got a question. Was that about the same time that the constellation Igersol disappeared?
Yes. That is correct, Arioch.
Fascinating.
So you see, Bishop, you have entered into our time by the hand of the gods. There is much you will learn
Bishop.
on your journey that I cannot reveal to you now.
But well, that sounds like somebody who does divination. Oh, I can't reveal it to you, but I know it all.
See?
Oh, yay! Sorry, I'm not trying to mock you. It's just, I'm getting it. It's crazy. You know, I'm trying to do the right thing here
Arioch.
by killing an evil woman by the name of Tracy and stop the seeds of magic from getting into the hands of Quirm. But you're supposed to help me. Help me! I want to stop it. I've got Bishop here who, you know, wants the seeds of magic because Quirm told him to get them. Grime, I'm still not 100% sure.
Sell
why the
these
hell
seeds
he's
of
still
magic
here,
for lots of
but
money.
he's here.
Highest
I
bidder.
promised him. There's money on the line for him. So, how do we do it? How do we get these seeds of magic and prevent them from getting into the hands of the wrong people? Where are the seeds of magic and how do we do it? That's all I want to know. I want to put an end to this
Patient
tyranny.
you are, Arioch, and rightfully so. But you see, you must ask yourself, your quest for revenge, is it just?
Yes, 100%.
Aye, it is just. And not because Grime said it is, but yes, it is just. To put to rest the souls of the thousands of elves, not a mythical race.
Definitely
He
doesn't
looks at
exist.
Grime and glares. That put their lives on the line for something that they believed in, to be slaughtered by someone who believed in an evil cause, to corrupt the land, to corrupt the seeds of magic, to take away the power from the people. Damn, that's sounded bad.
So,
But anyway,
for clarification, I should not bring the seeds of magic Quirm.
Unless you want to kill us all.
no,
Understood.
you shouldn't. You shouldn't bring the seeds of magic to Quirm. Quirm's the tyrant. Quirm's the god of chaos. He's the one who wants to destroy the gods and destroy
also be
mankind,
tough
the
to do it
mortals.
Do I know
Put
if
them
that's
into
true?
subservience to him.
I don't know.
Is that? That's a really great question. What do I know of Quirm? From my minute interactions with him.
Very
This
little.
is my question.
Yeah.
Very little. I don't
You
think
see-
it's. Is it even possible I could quantify that idea? Like, can I even have a chance of rolling a religion check?
Yeah, roll me a religion check.
Right, screw it. Why not? Let's do it. I got a +3 on this. This could go over okay for me. Oh wow, that went over great. 22.
Yeah, so as you're computing and you're putting some things together from what you've heard, not just from the party but from other people, Twin and now the Fungi, the Master Fungi here, you and then some other dealings with other people, you know, and especially from Adino whenever your interactions with him, and of course whenever you were in Ziz down below, and of course he talked to you, listening to what he said, and then it's like totally opposite of what they, you know, everybody else is saying about Quirm. And Quirm seems to be like somebody who a lot of people are scared of. He's kind of like the boogeyman, right?
Sure.
So you don't fully understand who Quirm is necessarily, except for the fact that you have put together that his intentions are not exactly pure. He's a very evil person, and he's very manipulative and conniving. And he will do anything in his power to get his hands on these seeds of magic.
Do I think his end goals are nearly as destructive as people are saying that they are? Do I get that sense?
From what the Master Fungi had told you, yeah, you get that sense. But he will tell you, he's going to tell you this. He goes, Bishop, if Quirm were to get a hold of the seeds of magic here on this planet, the same fate will befall us as it did Nork.
Bishop is just going to process that.
Yeah. So he tells you that. He's gonna walk over and he says, I'm telling you much, and yet you have traveled far. Come rest, come sit. And he offers you like these little chairs that look like they're giant blades of grass.
I do so.
Yeah, it's a very comfy chair. Yeah.
I'll sit.
I am a robot. I will do what generally anybody asks me to do.
It's a very comfortable chair. It feels like a total lazy boy, right?
Heck, that's...
But it's in the shape of like a lawn chair or like a beach chair, That's kind of that shape, that kind of curvy up, right? So your legs are like basically almost straight.
So it's Adirondack chair, is that what you're telling me?
That's it. Yeah, that's the name of those. Adirondack chair. Very comfy. Yeah, he kind of like
love those things.
Kind of like waves his hand and then snaps his fingers once, and one of the other fungi comes up and has a like a little wooden like plate or platter, and it has a bunch of like little goodies on it. Obviously, you're not familiar with their food, so it all looks strange to you, but it kind of smells good. And he says, eat. Refresh yourself. Bathe in the pool if you must.
That sounds pretty nice. I guess Arioch will walk over to the pool. He'll kick off his Birkenstocks.
Very
dip a toe in. Ooh,
yeah, very refreshing
nice.
water.
The water's pretty
it's crystal
warm.
clear. You can see the bottom.
All right, he'll drop down to his
Keep in mind, it's
skivvies
only
and
2 feet deep.
hop in. Oh, okay. So I guess he'll sit in the water and do that classic dad thing.
There is
put
a
his
waterfall
arms
if
up
you
on
want to
the
get
edge.
your, like stand under the waterfall.
Don't chase those. Don't chase them.
Oh no, that's fine.
Grime, are you partaking of any of the snacks or swimming in the water?
No.
Just sitting and watching everybody?
I'll go underneath the waterfall. Bishop goes underneath the waterfall. Just stands there, unmoving.
Cool. When you go over to the waterfall, Bishop, underneath the waterfall, there's like a small little like alcove.
Oh heck yeah!
There's a identical, like the one that you landed in the forest and the one that you rode on at Twin's house. Although this one seems much older and has more runes on it.
Okay, that's pretty sweet. I tell no one.
Cool.
No, I'm kidding. Bishop will probably point this out to Eric.
Eric, what do you think of the plinth?
There's a plinth?
This looks familiar.
Probably walk over to it and take a look at it. Kind of reminds me of the one from Twins Place.
Okay, yeah, it's exactly how I described it to Bishop. It's much older plinth, and it has way more runes on it.
Okay.
Yep. And it seems to be like used a lot more. Yeah, and that's about it. When you guys have finished eating little snacks, swimming in the thing, and you're over next to the Master Fungi there, he says, I just closed the wrong thing. Sorry. I will reveal to you the location of your next seed of magic.
Oh, good.
It is not corrupted.
Well, that's
It is still
good.
it is still a pure seed. Take care when handling the seeds. They are very powerful. They are magic incarnate.
Oh, we've learned the hard way not to physically touch them.
I see. What have been your dealings with the seeds thus far?
That
Well-
one lost it.
We did lose one. It was stolen from us. But we had one, and if you touched it, it would paralyze you.
Paralyze. That must have been a corrupted seed.
It was.
Hmm. And any of the other ones you have procured, what did they do when you touched them?
I don't remember, actually.
So the first one you found
I
gave
got
you
powers.
the first one you found, that was the dream one.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. The second one you found was the corrupted one from the Septora.
Right?
That was the one that paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one you found was it also corrupted?
I don't remember now, actually.
I don't remember, but that was the one. So that was the one that was basically bringing the pumpkins to life. I don't think
that
you
one
really
was corrupted.
I don't think you actually saw what it did because you guys didn't actually physically touch it with your hand. I don't
Right,
believe.
we didn't actually acquire that one. What's his face ran off with it?
Grada, yeah.
Grada. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys never got a chance to actually discover what it did. Okay. And it was corrupted, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. So you had two corrupted seeds in one plane, or like good seed. Okay. The fungi, he says, interesting. And you said you found this corrupted seed on a Septora?
Aye, that's right. I found it. I took it from a Septura.
Yes, I know him very well. Well, I guess knew him very well.
You
He
knew
was-
the Septura?
Yes, he was the guardian of that seed, in its hiding place. It is a shame that Quern got to him and corrupted the seed. You did save the lives of many merfolk that day, Arioch.
They do sing my praises now.
Yes. I would assume they would. That is very interesting tale. It is sad to hear that we lost a fellow guardian. And the other corrupted seed, you said you found in a pumpkin patch?
Aye, that's right. We went to Applecone in Agordor Agordor, and it was in a pumpkin patch. There was these sentient pumpkins that came to life, and
No, it is just as I feared. That seed is out of place.
How so?
So that must have been one of the corrupted seeds that Quirm replanted. It is not supposed to. It is not supposed to do what it did.
Well, I think it's safe to assume that any of the corrupted seeds don't do exactly what they were meant to do.
Some of them are the opposite from my observations. And some of them are exaggerated effects of what they are originally meant to do.
Interesting.
Yes. My heroes. It would be best if you were to take a detour before going to the location of your next seed.
And where would that be?
Home.
Like Birdsong home? Like Phoenix Song?
Yes.
Why?
No, I was hoping to go to Crossgate.
In time,
What?
Grime. In time you will return home.
I do not have a home to return to.
No, unfortunately, Bishop, you do not. But please consider Ibelsh your home.
I live here now.
Okay, nice seeing you. We'll come pick you up in 20 years.
There is that feeling of that statement literally just feels like, yeah, I just live exactly where I'm standing.
Yeah.
It's like that guest that you say, hey, make yourself a home. And they're like, all right, cool. They kick their shoes off. They sit down on the couch.
Yeah.
Just grab a cup out of your cabinet and fill it up with water, you know.
Hey, you're describing me. Oh, wait.
I say those are the best guests. You're just like, make yourself a home, and they do. You don't have to worry about them.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I am family, so... Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
I wouldn't expect anything less from you at my place either, so...
That's understandable.
Yeah. Yeah, he tells you, stop by Birdsong Forest, and then he goes, and then from there, you will travel to Lediman's Pass. However,
That's
beware the creature who dwells in the caves.
Isn't that kind of a zigzaggy pattern of travel?
Birdsong is much closer than you think, Arioch.
Well, I understand that, but
As you have discovered behind my waterfall, I can send you there without you having to travel. Unless you would prefer to ride on the omelet.
I was gonna say
the omelet.
I kind of prefer the omelet. That's a pretty good way to travel. But Birdsong's a pretty thick forest. It probably would be faster to, plinth our way there.
I can pin to you when you're ready. And he kind of says that with a smirk.
what we're doing now. We're plinthing now. This is what we're doing.
I'd say he called it plinthing because that's what Arioch called it. You are welcome to stay in. You are welcome to stay here for as long as you wish.
Alright, well, why don't we get at least a night's rest and then we can push on in the morning?
Yes. He calls over in that language, and he goes, "Yes. But leave Fungus here. I would like to have a word with him."
Alrighty.
Yep, and
Fair enough.
he waves over one of the other Fungi and it speaks in the language that you don't understand or whatever, and he says a couple things and he goes, "They will show you to a place where you can stay."
Alright. Well, I guess Fungus,
Lol, Fungus?
you have a conversation with this wise fellow here, and we're gonna go find our lodgings for the night. Just find us whenever you're done.
Oh, Fungus.
You'll be alright. Don't worry.
I'm running double OG.
Yes, young one, you will be quite okay. After all, you are home.
Man, the Flickerman and him.
You are led to a you are led to a nice like hollow tree that has like bunk beds that you guys are allowed to stay there. You can mark off a long rest if you need. And I think right there is a good spot. We're going to call it early tonight, it looks like. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. But we will end there. And call that the end of the
Alrighty,
episode.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Are you sure you don't want to do Fungus's thing first?
No, that's way too much to just, yeah. And that's
All right,
that's
sounds
that's
good.
Fungus explaining it to you in Fungus. So
Okay, all right. It is kind of late. So all right. We'll end there. Thank you for joining us for another round here at the Groggy Donkey. We look forward to having you joining us again next time. If you want to like us on any of our social medias, we do have a Patreon, Groggy Donkey. We're also on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook under the same name, Groggy Donkey. Like us, follow us, tell all your friends about us, and we can't wait to have you next time for another round here at the Groggy Donkey. Stay groggy, everyone.
The Groggy Donkey calls us home where the adventurer's spirit roam. From the shadows to the dawn, our bond is never gone.